Good day, friends. Today we are here to understand the chapter Constitutional Design, in which we are going to learn making of the Indian Constitution. Here is the path to the Constitution. First of all, a Constitution has to be framed by a set of members, and a constituent assembly was formed for the same purpose. In the month of July 1946, elections were held for Constituent Assembly. After all deliberate procedures of elections, in the month of September 1946, the Constituent Assembly was formed. And then, informally in December 1946, they met each other, introduced each other, some of the issues they have discussed with each other, and then they dispersed. And formally, once again, they met in the month of February 1947, where they formed some of the committees like drafting committee, estimation committee, social welfare committee, वगैरह वगैरह. So in which in this chapter we need to understand drafting committee, which has played a great role in understanding this chapter, in framing the constitution for our country. And more than 2 years it has taken to draft one constitution for us, and that constitution was adopted on 26th November 1949. It was accepted. So that's why from 2015 onwards, November 26 we celebrate as Constitutional Day. And on 26th January 1950, Constitution came into force, which we celebrate as Republic Day. Here comes some of the history behind the Indian Constitution. As far back as in 1928, one draft was prepared by Motilal Nehru and 8 other Congress leaders for the Constitution of India. In 1931, the resolution at the Karachi session of the Indian National Congress dwelt on how independent India's constitution should look like. Inclusion of universal franchise, right to freedom and equality, and in protecting the rights of minorities in the Constitution of Independent India. The political institutions were familiar to the Indians, which led to institutional design. Working of Indians under British legislative institutions. Indian Constitution adopted many institutional details and procedures from colonial laws like the Government of India Act 1935. Here one has to think over that what is this Government of India Act 1935? The only thing we need to understand, this has become the base for Indian Constitution. Half of the provisions are influenced by this Government of India Act 1935, which was passed by Britishers of the time. And we also got inspired by other countries, like we inspired by the ideals of French Revolution. French Revolution was on the basis of three principles. One is equality, second one fraternity, third one liberty. So these have become a part of our fundamental rights. And practice of parliamentary form of democracy, we have borrowed it from Britain. The Bill of Rights from US. We also inspired by socialist revolution in Russia. That's why we have included the term India is a socialist country in our preamble. Directive principles of state policy, we got inspired from Ireland. So this is all about today, my dear friends. Thank you very much.